Guys, there's fire on the mountain right now. So, this video I'm making right now is going to help you, especially you that are alive, right? Listen to everything I'm going to say about it, and if possible, share this video so it could get to Herbert's data, right? So, right now, a blog has it that there is fire on the mountain in Herbert Wigwe's family over his will. And I'm like, wow, as in, really? Yeah. They said trouble did that side though, that there's problem up and down as regards to his will that he kept. Right. Long story short, the family, that is the father, Pastor Shingle, allegedly has sued, has written a caveat. I don't know how that thing is, but if you're a legal person, you will know. Written requesting for 20% of his properties that he left, contrary to what is in the will Herbert Wigwe left. In his will, he stated that everything should be given to his children, among his children. Everything should be given to them. But the family are saying, no, no, this will not happen. Like, allegedly, problems here and there, picking up people with police and all that, filing cases and all that going on as we speak right now. The father is demanding for like 20% of what his late son left. And of course, the children are saying no to it. No, will not agree. And he's insisting that you give him 20%. For me, this is what I have to say about this whole issue. Tochi is his biggest child, his eldest child remaining. And I know maybe she'll be the one that is fighting for all these things. I know right now a lot of people will be advising you, Tochi, oh, don't agree, don't accept. But let me tell you something. Nobody writes a will to include their parents. Your daddy never knew he was going to, pass on, leaving his parents alive. And that was why he omitted them in his will. Trust me, if he had known that he would, leave or he would exit before them, he wouldn't have, done that thing like that. Now the family are requesting for 20%, right? Just accept. 80% will be enough for you and your siblings. In my own opinion. No. So go buy for just 20% because of 20%. Allow the 20% go. For peace to reign. Since the father too is still alive, I feel he should also reap from the fruits, of his labor. Because I think the reason why most people don't include their parents in their will is because, they feel they are not going to be here, right? When the unexpected happens. But in this case right now, it has happened. And the old man is requesting for that. And everybody knew the role Pastor Shingo has played in the life of his children. Had it been your father woke up to tell you that, my father did not train me in school. My father did not do this. My father did not do that. But single-handedly, everybody knows. Even down to when he wanted to get his first job, I read, that he took his son like this and went for his first interview to secure a bank job. And so for that, I think he deserves the 20%, right? Give him the 20%. Give him the 20% if that is what he needs. I know it's very painful at this time. A lot of things, people will be telling you things, but just ignore that 20%. You're still growing. You're still going to grow eventually, right? Yeah. And again, what I want to say again about this thing is, as a human being where they're alive, try and write will down. You see the importance of will? Imagine Herbert Wigwe never had a will and passed on like this. Imagine what would have happened. Probably the family will have to take over everything, or they'll have to start dragging everything, fighting and all that. So that's why it's very, very, very important, right? To have a will. And now imagine if his wife didn't, die with him. He died with his wife and his son. Imagine his wife was still alive and these things were happening, and maybe he didn't have a will. What do you think will happen? They will drag her. Even the social media, they go drag and tie her. And that's why I say it's good to have your will. Write your will down and keep. He's very wise. Of course, he's educated now. He has his will down. But right here, right now, the bone of contention is, I deserve it. I deserve it. And Everybody know how people now will be interfering. They'll be telling Tochi, don't, oh, don't accept, don't do this, don't do that. But I still think the man deserves something. In my own opinion, he deserves something. If you can just argue it in court, maybe 10%, yeah. Because clearly the man didn't give, your daddy did not give anything to his siblings. Argue 10%. If they insist on 20, then accept. That's your grandfather too. He contributed. Nobody wants to bury their child. But since it has happened like this now, that is my own opinion. No, everybody has their own opinion, right? But this is really, really somehow. To be honest, it is somehow. It is somehow. Wow. So I thought these things happen in just poor people's family. I didn't know it happens in families like this, elite family too. So I want you, where the house, where they get your small money, they use all these things where they happen, learn lesson. You use all these things where they happen now, learn lesson. And do not forget to carry your children and your wife along in your businesses in case anything happens. Carry them along at every single thing you achieve. Any one naira is, let them know. I just pray that family just find peace and settle this amicably because it's not good. Like, this is by far one of the news I've heard this year. It's somehow now. You say look at it, it's just somehow. But this way, I just pray God grant them peace. Period.